Welcome, everyone. It's nearly tip-off time here in Los Angeles. Now, as we get set, T-Mobile presents the starting five lineups. And without further ado, it looks like they're setting up for the tip-off. Passes. It to the perimeter. To Brand. Backs in. Kaman feeds it to Cassell. They need to get off a shot. Baseline. Here's Brand. Biedrins on the rebound.
The defense can't bank on him missing those shots. That mid-range shot is his bread and butter.
No good on the last layup by Dudley. Passes it to Ross. Brand gets it outside. Poked away. And it's hauled in by Harrington. Time for the Gatorade Around the Cooler update. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Craig Sager. Craig?
Well, just before the game, I spoke with Mike Dunleavy, coach of the Clippers. He told me that their goal is to prevent penetration, saying, with their explosiveness, we want to shut down the drive and force them to shoot over the top.
Well, that's a sound strategy. You can't let these guys get to the rim.
Not if you can help it. We'll see how they do. Brand inbounds the ball. Cassell brings it up the floor. The dish to Kaman. Backs him down. Flips it in for two.
Kaman isn't dominant inside, but he's a resourceful guy. He can find a way to sink it.
Tipped. The Warriors maintain possession. Petrus makes his first appearance.
Almost picked it off. Still, nice hustle there to deflect the pass out of bounds.
Feeds outside. Shoots it. Pulled in by Kaman.
They've got to have a little more patience on offense, Kevin.
Cassell takes it up. Lays it in with the finger roll.
Cassell got to step on the D and worked inside for an easy layup.
Here's Petrus. Great finish in traffic. Brand inbounds the ball. Got a piece of it. To Brand. Mobley. Backs him down. 7 on the shot clock. That last 6-footer was on the mark.
Mobley did a nice job to get the defender on his heels and then elevate for the lovely hook shot.
Dishes to Biedrins. The tray. Off the mark by Petrus.
is such a die-hard defender. Every time he steps on the court, he's on a mission to lock you down.
Has it out left. Kaman hands it to Mobley. Cassell takes it up. Barrett corrals the miss inside.
The D was lurking on that one. It was just barely enough to throw it up.
Here's Petrus. Lays it right in. You gotta box him out.
Well, it's easier said than done, Kev.
Graham inbounds the ball. Under 9 minutes left in the first. Cassell passes it to the elbow. Collected inside by Cassell. Finished nicely down low on that last shot.
That's why you work the ball inside. Nice finish there.
To Petrus. Top of the key. Passes it to the high post. Releases. Nothing but net by Ellis. Mobley brings it up the floor.
They're D'ing up man to man.
Knocked loose, but it's recovered by Cassell. To Kaman. Backs down. Flipped up and in on that last layup.
Great delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the D and set up the shot perfectly.
Petrus beyond the arc. Mobley grabs the rock.
Petrus tried to get it up quickly before the D could recover, but he may have rushed the shot a little bit.
Ross. Hook loose. Out of bounds. Touch last by the Warriors. Graham inbounds the ball. 6 seconds to shoot. Swings it to Mobley. Shoots. No luck on the three-point attempt.
That's a big man. He doesn't need a ladder to clean those windows.
Leads him with the pass. Biedrins flushes it with the one-handed jam.
Biedrins loves to...
Just over 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Knocks it loose, but it's recovered by Cassell. With the smooth finger roll.
For a contact sport, basketball requires plenty of finesse. An elegant finger roll like that one is perfect example of it.
Stolen by Cassell. Tipped away. The Clippers will hold on to it. Well, both teams are going to make some substitutions. Maggette inbounds the ball. Top of the key. Here's Mobley. Nice feed by Cassell.
He's got such a knack for finding the open man.
Yeah, he picks defenses apart with absolute precision.
Kenny, we all know the San Francisco, Oakland Bay Area, some of the best NBA pro basketball fans you'll ever want to see and hear. And here is the operative word. That place was rocking every game in the playoffs.
Well, Chuck said it himself. The fans were loud and obnoxious even when they weren't that good. Add the excitement of returning to the playoffs after a 13-year drought, and it was pandemonium. The crowd gave the Warriors a huge home court advantage.
Backs in. The last shot laid gently in.
Brand is just a natural when it comes to creating his shot.
Biedrins passes it up court. Rose gets it on the perimeter. Goes up, foul, hard. Take a trip to the line. He can't get the first. He's off on the second.
Oh, that's rough. He's a good free throw shooter, too. He just wilted under the pressure.
The bounce pass to Mobley. Maggette backs in. Goes up. Biedrins corrals the miss off the defensive glass. Passes to the elbow. Tosses it up. The 14-footer was no good by Rose. Under 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Rose took no time at all to put that one up. Still, he was pretty open, so not a bad shot.
2 hands for safety. The Clippers will take their first timeout of the game.
Dunleavy wants to talk it over. He's going to take time to make sure everyone's clear on the game plan.
Both teams are making substitutions. Brand inbounds the ball. Cassell brings it up the court. Knocked loose, but it's recovered by Cassell. The steal by the Warriors.
Protecting the ball is first priority. You cannot start thinking ahead and lose track of the handle.
Last shot laid in by Rose.
I'll tell you, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This is going to be a high-scoring game.
Spread it out.
Just over 5 minutes left in the first. Got a piece of it, but it's recovered by Cassell. To Brand. Nice pass. Mobley with the wide open look. Biedrins grabs it, and that's his 4th rebound thus far.
Sometimes there's such a thing as being too wide open. He couldn't have asked for a better look.
Missed shot in the paint by Ellis. Poked away, and it's hauled in by Biedrins.
Tried to trick him with the pump fake, but the defender said, "I'll take that." Now that's embarrassing.
Cassell at the controls.
Straight man-to-man D here.
Ross. Dumps it to Brand. Backs down. Harrington inhales it. Leads him in. The dump off to Rose. Gets it down low. Here's Biedrins. Finishes with the soft touch.
Beautiful feed inside for the score. He placed that one perfectly.
Cassell dishes to Mobley. Cassell feeds it to the wing. The 20-footer. Was netted by Mobley.
Cassell, with that great feed, he's a natural with the ball. If you're open, he'll find it.
To Ellis. Perimeter. 8 feet out. Cashed in by Biedrins.
The defense was there, but he's just too good on the inside.
A 3-point spread on the scoreboard. Passes it to the perimeter. Brand backs him down. Puts it up. Off the mark with the fadeaway.
I think the D threw him off a little bit. He had to fade away to get the room, and he just couldn't make the adjustment.
Harrington takes it up. Trains it from 7 feet out.
Put the ball in his hands, and good things will happen for you. He's so dangerous.
2:57 left in the first quarter. Knocked loose, and it's scooped up by Davis. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Good execution on the break leads to that.
Brand inbounds the ball. Mobley brings it up. Here's Cassell. Dismissed.
Great timing. He's such a force around the rim.
To Rose. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead him to the rack.
No answers on D. They can't do anything to stop him.
The Clippers looking for a basket to put an end to this run.
Yeah, they need a bucket soon before this gets out of hand.
Ross crosses it over. No good off the spin.
Kev, this can't be how they were hoping the game would start. We've only just begun and they're already playing catch-up.
Fires. Sent away with authority. And it's a 9-point game.
On D, you gotta have that dog in you. Make him recognize. No trespassing.
Seven on the shot clock. Dishes it to Ross. With the shot. Nails the bank shot. Rose dumps it off. Biedrins unloads from 9. Bullseye! 1:23 left in the first.
They don't run many plays for him on the offense, but he got it done right there.
Perimeter. Here's Mobley. Off the mark.
Mobley was left wide open from downtown. He's kicking himself for missing that.
Passes it to Biedrins. Flipped up and in on that last layup.
They've been unstoppable. Way to bust out the gates.
By yourself.
Leads him with the pass. Kaman. Automatic.
Cassell does a great job of seeing the floor. He led his man right to the bucket with that pass.
Rose has it left wing. The pass to Harrington. Drops.
They've been dominant at both ends of the floor. This early lead is no surprise.
Cassell brings it up the court. Tipped away. And it's gathered up by Rose. Nice shot stuffed through for 2.
This is how they built an early lead. A relentless inside game.
Kaman inbounds the ball. 36 seconds left in the first. Passes back, right wing. It's stolen by Rose. And that's going to be his 3rd takeaway so far. Last shot dunked down by Davis.
Way to throw it down. Nice jam.
Got a piece of it, but it's recovered by Cassell.
Stay with him. Stay with him. 3 eyes.
They need to get off a shot. Goes up. Sank the basket and gets a trip to the line for 1 more.
Well, he did a great job to absorb the contact and still knock it down. Heck of a play.
Good for the 3-point play. Davis shoots, drops in the buzzer beater. Ross inbounds the ball. We're at the... Petrus inbounds it to start the second quarter.
Spread it out. Watch the wing. Watch the wing.
Here's Daniels. Hangs and hits.
Unbelievable shot there. He busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
Stolen by Daniels. Up high and down hard.
That's defense leading to offense. Great job of capitalizing off their turnovers.
Swing it back out. Swing it.
Tonight, Patterson knocks it loose, but it's recovered by Patterson. 6 seconds to shoot. The steal by Wright.
When someone's being careless with the ball, they're begging for it to be stolen.
Hammered in on that last dunk.
Play him strong. Kick it out. Kick it out. Watch the spread. Ball.
Goes up. The finger roll was laid in by Knight.
Knight did an impressive job there to lay it in with the big man lurking nearby. Nice soft touch.
Bellinelli hangs. Graceful finish.
Such an agile finish. That was an impressive.
Maggette inbounds the ball. The Clippers have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them.
Poked loose, and it's hauled in by Daniels. Passes it to Azubuike, stolen by Patterson.
He read that pass just like a book. He was all over it.
Has it outright. Snatched inside by Petrus.
Williams is not the guy who you look for soft layups in heavy traffic. Next time, he should look to pass.
The last layup was dropped in by Azubuike. Williams brings it up the floor. Patterson dishes it to Knight. Here's Maggette, gets the land.
Maggette just loves to get to the rim. He doesn't mind taking a bump and getting knocked to the floor. He'll keep taking it right at you.
Last shot laid in by Daniels.
Straight man-to-man D here.
By yourself.
Knight swings it to the outside. Maggette, it's good.
Maggette fired it up almost right away, but when you're that open...
Wright inbounds the ball. Bellinelli tosses it up court to Petrus. Stuffed. Knight spins. Baseline. Skips it to the wing. To Patterson. Shot clock winding down. From deep. Bellinelli snatches the defensive rebound.
Patterson saw the three and said, why not? Well, there's your answer.
Last shot laid in by Petrus. The Clippers will take a timeout.
Dunleavy needs to find a way to get their offense back on track. They've really struggled from the field here.
Both squads will make some substitutions.
Switch up. Watch the wing. Yo, kick it out. Close out.
Thomas inbounds the ball. Knocks it loose. But it's recovered by Ross. Mobley bounces it to Williams. Stolen away by the Warriors.
You can't force it inside, especially when the defense is expecting it.
Gets in close, and it's rebounded by Knight. The Clippers have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them.
Flipped up and in on that last layup.
With the defense barely shadowing him, it's just too easy. You know he's dropping that one.
Got a piece of it. Outside, Mobley fires the three. It counts. Nice bucket by the 10th-year veteran out of Rhode Island. Petrus passes it up court. Oh, beautiful pass. The last layup was dropped in by Harrington.
Harrington is not afraid to take shots when he's feeling it, Kevin. He's definitely feeling it right here.
Dishes to Thomas. Leads him with the pass. Snatched off the defensive glass by Petrus.
Couldn't can it that time, but you keep taking it to the rack like that, and good things are going to happen.
Here's Dudley. Hangs and misses.
Dudley went up strong in the lane, but heavy defensive pressure was waiting for him.
Tipped away, and it's scooped up by Dudley. Finishes the break with a ferocious slam.
Great D leads to easy offense.
Just over 7 minutes left in the second. The steal by Dudley. With the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
Dudley went with one hand and flushed it down.
Mobley brings it up. Knight gets it outside. The feed to Williams, but it's recovered by Williams. Swing pass outside. They need to get off a shot. Shoots a three. Grabbed by Thomas. Lays it right in.
That's a good job to recognize the mismatch and take advantage down low.
Dudley double clutches, flips it in for two.
That's too easy. The defense got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
The Clippers are down big.
Yeah, they need to find some answers, and quickly.
To Ross. Knocked loose. But it's recovered by Ross. 7 on the shot clock. Williams. Here's Thomas. Knocks it down from the elbow.
Well, that's the European style of play. When your bigs can hit the mid.
Harrington passes it up court. 8 feet out. Drilled in by Petrus. Under 6 minutes left in the half. Thomas takes it up. Dudley snatches it inside. Lead pass to Petrus. Laid in softly off the glass.
I love that they're staying aggressive and just keep piling on the points.
Gets it on the perimeter. Ross feeds it to Knight. Backs down. Drops in the floater.
Nice feed. Way to keep moving.
Harrington inbounds the ball. The steal.
Nice interception. He knew where that pass was going before it was even thrown.
Williams brings it up himself. Knight passes it to the outside. Six seconds to shoot. To Thomas. Lets it go. Hits the jumper.
He's got such a knack for finding the open man.
Yeah, he picks defenses apart with absolute precision. Petrus threw this one out of bounds and turns it over. Both teams are going to make some substitutions. Leads him in. Mobley, graceful finish.
Ross saw his buddy had a lane to the bucket, and he led him with the pass. Beautiful play.
Here's Davis. It's money from deep. Ross inbounds the ball. The Clippers have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them.
Knight tosses it up court. The last layup was dropped in by Mobley.
Mobley is so good at scoring in traffic. He always finds a way to knock it down.
Left wing takes the shot. The trifecta by Bellinelli.
You can not play him loose on the outside. It'll be 3-ball, corner pocket.
Under 4 minutes left in the second. Poked loose, but it's recovered by Knight. Flips it in for 2.
Took it hard to the rack and laid it in softly. Beautiful, Kevin. Beautiful.
Dishes it to the perimeter. To Davis. Biedrins. All alone. Mobley is on it.
If you're going to lay off anyone out there, he might be the guy. He doesn't have a touch from that spot.
Passes it to Maggette. Takes it up. Drops it in on the layup.
Knight with a nice feed. He just makes things happen on offense.
Barron jacks up the triple. It's off. Poked away, but it's recovered by Knight. Davis hits the reach-in call. That's his first foul. Both teams are making substitutions.
Most of the time, you're better off just playing good defense instead of trying to make a miracle steal. Easy reach-in call.
Maggette inbounds the ball. Ellis snags it.
Maggette just blew that shot.
Here's Azubuike. Gets it to the fall.
Azubuike was quick. On the draw with that shot, but he was open and he knocked it down.
The Clippers are down big.
Yeah, they need to find some answers and quickly.
Raises up. The bucket down low by Mobley.
You get inside and good things happen. Now that's a nice play.
Jasikevičius. The baseline J.
Outstanding play to get a hand on that one. Great perimeter deep.
Passes it to Maggette. Mobley gets it out left. That last shot canned from 17. Tremendous miss. Dudley inbounds the ball. Ellis tosses it up court. 1:35 left in the half. Here's Mobley. Sinks it.
Nice dive. He dished it inside and it was right on the money.
Hangs in the air. The Warriors will keep possession. Well, both teams will make some substitutions. The skip pass to Azubuike. Dishes, perimeter. Barron shoots. The three won't fall. Here's Cassell. Down it goes. Nice finger roll. Sweet touch by the 15th-year veteran out of Florida State. Biedrink launches to the other end. Biedrink had his pass go out of bounds, and they'll give up the ball. Davis checks in for the first time. Grant inbounds the ball. To Patterson. Davis backs him down. Throws it up. Bricks it off the back iron.
Davis just makes you nervous when he takes a shot inside. He doesn't finish well down there, and you just saw it.
To end the run. Sunk by Azubuike. He's a gunner from long range. The Clippers have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them.
Poked loose, but it's recovered by Cassell. Dishes it to Brand. Snaps the net.
Cassell set him up perfectly with that bounce pass. He's got such good court vision.
Cuts off the pass. Spins. Got a piece of it. And it's picked up by the Warriors.
Nice interception. He knew where that pass was going before it was even thrown.
That last 14-footer was no good by Azubuike. Easy shot. It falls. Maggette inbounds the ball. And that concludes the first half. The score, 84-62.
Man, this is ugly, Kev. Talking about whooping some tail.
Yeah, lopsided game to say the least. Okay, it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report.
On the Warriors, Davis has been fantastic. He's got 17. On the Clippers, Cassell has done a great job of finding his teammates with his assist total at 5.
Let's have a look at the team stats from the first half. The Warriors benefited. Rose inbounds it to start the second half. Has it high post. Wright shoots it up. Misses the jumper.
Wright is a player who's on the floor to contribute. Other ways. I'm pretty sure the coach doesn't want him taking those kind of shots.
Here's Cassell. Sensational block. Seven on the shot clock. Dudley hands it off, pulls the trigger. The jumper was buried by Wright.
Wright is telling the defense, respect my game, respect my shot. They were daring him, and he dropped it in their face. You have to like that attitude.
Cassell feeds it to Kaman. Cassell backs in. The last shot laid gently in.
A little skill, A little elbow grease and a little luck.
Now our sideline reporter, Craig Sager, has some information for us as we get this Gatorade Around the Cooler update.
Kevin, during the break, I spoke with Don Nelson, coach of the Warriors. He told me that they've done a good job of being aggressive and controlling the tempo of the game. I mentioned their success getting out on the fast break, and he said, you know, some teams pay lip service to the fast break, but guys just don't have the conditioning. We've worked hard to get in top shape, and when it's game time, we're ready to run. Guys,
Craig, it's
Great hustle, Kev. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Barron has been lights out. On the money.
That one was definitely outside his range. Got a little lucky on that one.
Knocked loose. And it's gathered up. By Ellis. He's got quick hands and excellent anticipation.
Yeah, he's so sneaky. You think you got the ball protected, but he still comes up with the pick.
A shot from the wing by Dudley. Kamen inbounds the ball. Casale swings it to the wing. Mobley, it falls short. The Warriors with a nice lead.
Yeah, they're playing well.
To Dudley.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but it was a pretty good look.
Leads him with the pass. The pass cut off by Dudley. The Warriors bring it up. They're on a 12-4 run.
Good thought to dump it inside, but Kev, you gotta have a clear passer lane.
That last shot from 12 feet made by Barron.
He's lighting it up to no one's surprise. This guy's just a dynamite scorer.
The Clippers call timeout.
It's good to attack the offensive glass, but you have to leave a couple of guys back to protect against the break. They haven't done that, and they're paying for it.
Brand inbounds the ball. Outside. Mobley goes up. Rose has it, and that's his third rebound of the contest.
That's a little scary. If he's missing open layups, something's very, very wrong here. They're D'ing up man to man.
Dishes to the outside. To Cassell. Takes it up. Rose passes it up court. Up ahead to Dudley. Ellis. Off the mark with the floater. Passes it to Mobley. Ross gets the offensive rebound. Perimeter. Dishes it to Mobley. Releases. Can't put an end to the run.
They can't seem to put the brakes on this run. They desperately need to jumpstart their offense, and soon.
What a pass! Dudley gets it outside. Here's Davis. Count it! Nice bucket by the ninth-year veteran out of UCLA. The swing pass to Mobley from just inside the arc. Rose reels in the defensive rebound. Pass outside.
Not his quarter, Kevin. He was doing okay earlier, but he's going ice cold.
Unloads. The top of the key shot was made by Davis.
Davis is just a terrific shooter. Great form, great vision, and he knows how to make big shots.
To Ross. Can't make the open shot. The Warriors on a roll, looking to extend their run.
Ross was left wide open by the D, and he still missed it. That's gotta sting your pride.
Grant inbounds the ball. Grant fires top of the key. Barron rips down the defensive board. The Warriors with a comfortable lead.
Sometimes there's such a thing as being too wide open. He couldn't have asked for a better look.
Shooter's touch on that last long-range three, and it was good.
They're showing no mercy. That lead just keeps growing.
With the crossover. Dumps it to Brand. Finishes with the soft touch. Elton Brand, a somewhat unheralded star, right here in the bright lights of L.A.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten the recognition he deserves over the years, but he never makes a fuss about it.
He just keeps playing spectacular basketball.
That's right.
Knocks it loose, but it's recovered by Cassell. Shoots it. No dice from 9 feet out.
I hate to say it, but he choked big time on that shot.
Here's Ellis. Hits the tray.
Boy, no answer for the three-point shot this half. They've dominated from out there.
Kaman inbounds the ball. Leads him in. Shoots. Banked home by Kaman.
Kamen isn't in the game for shooting, but he took advantage of that opportunity and got it to fall.
Has it down low. The handoff to Davis. Wright feeds it to Dudley. Wright fires. Knocks it down from 19 feet.
These guys are putting on a clinic. They're playing with confidence and their offense is just flowing.
Casal dishes to the top of the key. To Kamen. Top of the key. Casal tries the spin move. The last shot good by Kamen. The Warriors will take their first timeout.
Nelson looks like he saw some things out there he wanted to go over with his squad. In this game, it's going to be important that everyone's on the same page.
Dudley inbounds the ball. The Warriors with a comfortable lead. Passes it to the perimeter. Here's Wright, trains it from the wing. Brandon Wright, drafted after 1 year at North Carolina. And Kenny, he's got a live body. He's still a little light for a 4. Backs him down. Biedrins gets the board inside. About 4.5 minutes left in the third. Takes the shot. The quick shot was hit by Azubuike. Rises and dishes. Nice job on the assist by Casal.
Mobley took it behind his back and still had this.
Biedrins brings it up the floor. Stolen by Mobley. Casal gets inside. It's in.
Are you kidding me? You let him get the ball that deep? He's going to kill you every time, Kevin.
No look pass to Wright. Gets the bucket. Kamen inbounds the ball.
They're D'ing up man to man.
Perimeter. Passes it to Casal. From just inside the arc. Buries it. About 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Biedrins gets it right side. That last 15-footer dropped in.
I'll tell you what, coach doesn't like him taking those, but everything's forgiven if they drop.
The dish to Kamen. No good on the baseline J.
When the D leaves you that open and you still don't hit that wide open shot.
That last 3 ball was drained by Dudley. Ross goes up. Dudley gets the rebound.
Limiting second chance buckets is a hallmark of solid D. They're really controlling the board.
The steal by the Clippers. Here's Mobley. Connects.
Mobley absolutely loves to get looks like that. He could drain those all game long.
For 3. Netted by Dudley. Sweet touch by the rookie out of Boston College.
Stay with him, stay with him. Close out, close out. Watch the blocks, watch the blocks.
Casal takes it up. Lays it in with the finger roll.
Has been playing to his strengths, and he's shooting a tremendous percentage out there.
Here's Dudley. Drains it for 3.
Ooh, good luck.
Graham inbounds the ball. Skip pass, outright. Stolen away by Azubuike.
The defender was at least 2 steps ahead on that pass. He knew exactly where the ball was going.
Tipped away. but it's recovered by Cassell. The last shot laid gently in.
He came up big against the bigger man. Sweet play down low.
The Warriors with a nice lead.
Yeah, they're playing well.
The last basket was nailed by Dudley.
Spread it out. Whoa.
To Ross. Spins. Deflected. And it's hauled in by Wright.
Ooh, quick hands. He grabbed the ball right out of the air and picked it off.
Launches it. Hit back iron and bounced in. Wheeled in by Azubuike. Grant inbounds the ball.
Man, these guys are going bananas from the outside. Ever since the second half has started, they've been nailing them non-stop.
Azubuike is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. The Clippers need to get a breather for some of their guys. They'll go with their bench for fresh legs.
Get out. Zipper, 88, zip. Close out. Right into left.
Grant
Shot.
cans the shot.
When he gets a nice look at the bucket like that, it's almost automatic. Sweet J. Not so sweet defense.
Poked away, but it's regained by the Warriors. Azubuike pulls the trigger. Money on the jump shot. 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Got a piece of it, but it's recovered by Knight. Knight with the crossover. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Maggette. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go. The runner. Grant inbounds it to start the fourth quarter. And now our sideline reporter, Craig Sager, has some information for us. Craig?
Well, over the break, I listened in by the Clippers bench. Coach Dunleavy warned his squad to get back in transition. They've been giving up too many fast break buckets, and he wants to put an end to it. He said, let's slow them down and make them take tough shots. Guys?
Thanks, Craig.
Ball. Check outside. Get here.
Hands it to Maggette. Leads him with the pass. Williams shoots. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
If you're gonna foul,
Good for the three-point play. Petrus way up court. Gets it on the perimeter. Here's Azubuike. Nails it.
Azubuike got a pretty good look at the three, and that's all a good shooter needs.
Spread it out. Get on him. Watch the spread.
Azubuike gets called for the reach, and that's his third foul so far. Ross got a quick breather, but they need him to get back on the floor. Grant inbounds the ball. Grant passes it back to Knight. Shoots from the post. Goes up. A clever pump fake got the D off balance and freed up the lay-in by Brand.
The finger roll. What a finesse move to pull off over the defense.
That last 17-footer was canned by Petrus.
Petrus fired it up almost right away, but when you're that open, you can't pass it up.
Knight swings it to the right wing. Brand goes up. Brand grabs the rebound inside. Gets another shot, and this time it counts. Nice shot by the ninth-year veteran out of Duke. Here's Petrus. Great pass by Bellinelli.
Petrus made the D a non-factor on that one. He's so quick, he can get position on you in a blink of an eye.
To Brand. Perimeter. Throws it up. The trifecta by Mobley.
He loves that corner three, Kevin. That's a shot.
Biedrins inbounds the ball. The Warriors with a comfortable lead. Azubuike gets a good look. Nothing but net.
Spread it out. Tighten up.
Bounces it to the low block. Here's Brand. Gets the lay-in.
Knight did a great job with the pinpoint bounce pass. You love to play with guys who will set you up like that.
The Warriors call time.
Mobley is absolutely locked in from the outside. They need to play up on him and try to deny him the ball.
Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball. Daniels passes it up court. Raises up. Buried from beyond the arc by Jasikevičius.
Boy, no answer for the three-point shot this half. They've dominated from out there.
To Mobley with the wide open look. Ross snatches the rebound. Cassell. Feeds it to Brand. Lets it go from the wing. Petrus yanks down the rock.
You can't fault him since he was wide open, but he might have rushed the shot a little bit.
The last tray was cashed in by Jasikevičius. Ross inbounds the ball.
Jasikevičius will eat up poor defense like that all day long. He's too good from downtown to be left alone.
Mobley misses from the corner. Under 9 minutes left in the fourth. Jasikevičius hands it off to Daniels. Swished through by Jasikevičius.
Fourth quarter with a double-digit lead. You can't be in better position than that.
Watch the wing. Line it up. Play the ball.
Cassell lets it go, and he can't stop the run.
The D gave him all the space he needed for that three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Jasikevičius. Hits the quick shot.
These guys are putting on a clinic. They're playing with confidence and their offense is just flowing.
Swing it back out.
High post. Takes it up. Long rebound corralled by Daniels. The Warriors with a nice lead.
Yeah, they're playing well.
Last basket on the mark by Jasikevičius.
Jasikevičius can't be.
Keenan inbounds the ball. Cassell around the back. Cassell reels in the offensive rebound. Off target on that last layup. The last layup, no good. Under 8 minutes left in the game.
The D was lurking on that one. It was just barely enough to throw it off.
Dishes to Kaman. Dumps it off to Mobley. Terrific pass. Grant can't hit from the low block. The Warriors with the ball.
And they're on a tear, Ken. Can they add to this run?
That last three ball was drained by Jasikevičius.
Jasikevičius is asking for the ball every time up court. They'd be wise to keep feeding the hot hand.
Mobley has it on the inside. With the second effort, it counts.
Mobley got in a prime scoring position and got the job done. Nice execution.
Deflects the pass, and it's gathered up by Ross.
There was too much traffic in there to let that one go. Not a good pass.
The pass back to Ross. No one.
Ross got a little overambitious there. He saw how wide open he was and put up a shot that he probably shouldn't have.
Stolen away by the Clippers. Feeds outside, and it's scooped up by Jasikevičius.
He got careless with the ball. He's got to do a better job of protecting it.
That last long two was buried by Petrus.
Great assist on that bucket. He's seeing the court well, and he's making some beautiful, beautiful passes.
Stay with him.
To Mobley. Buries the corner jumper.
He knows how to set up guys, doesn't he, Cal?
Absolutely. If the D loses track of somebody, they're in trouble because he'll find him. Daniels from deep. Grant holds it in, and that's his 6th rebound of the game. Dishes it to Mobley. Jasikevičius on the rebound.
Lucky break for the D. If you leave shooters that open, they'll eventually make you pay.
Last shot laid in by Rose. Kaman inbounds the ball.
Dudley saw his buddy had a lane to the bucket, and he led him with the pass. Beautiful play.
Bold pass. The last layup was dropped in by Brand.
Cassell is so good at finding the open man. Excellent awareness on that play.
Gets it outright. Here's Rose. Nails the easy jumper.
Rose got a good look at the bucket there and made them pay. Leave him some daylight and he will put it up.
Cassell passes it to Mobley. Brand backs down. The Warriors with a nice lead.
Yeah, they're playing well. Mobley has been gunning from deep. If you're guarding him, you can't sag off him, or all you're just asking him is to drop in another three.
Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams are making substitutions. Rose inbounds the ball. Daniels tosses it up court. Unloads. Buried easily by Jasikevičius.
He can't be stopped. He's going out of control out there.
Mobley feeds it to the right. Last basket was made by Davis.
It looked like the defense just backed off him, and that extra room was just what he needed, Cat.
Rose releases. Gets the bucket from 20 feet away.
Ooh, good luck.
Knocked loose. And it's scooped up by the Warriors.
You've got to keep a vice grip on that basketball in the low post. Everybody's raking at it, and you can lose that ball just like that.
Get the ball, get the ball.
To Thomas. Shoots it up. It's a little short, but gets the friendly roll. He's got a sweet jumper for a big man, doesn't he?
He does. That makes it much tougher to guard because he doesn't have to be right under the basket to make shots.
Nice touch on that last three by Petrus. Left wing, Petrus gets the defensive 3-second call. Knocks it down. Both squads will make some substitutions. Thomas inbounds the ball. Dishes it to the right side. To Thornton. Biedrins is on it. Biedrins heads down the court, and another rebound would give him a double-double.
They're in the home stretch, and if they keep making plays, it's all theirs.
Gorgeous pass. The Warriors with a comfortable lead. Here's Harrington. Gets it to the fall. Sweet touch by the 10th-year veteran out of St. Patrick's High School. The Clippers will take a timeout here.
They've been getting buried in threes, and they have to increase their defensive pressure. Get in their face and make them put the ball on the floor.
They're getting set to inbound the ball. Thomas inbounds the ball. Thornton from 18 feet away. Biedrins snatches it down inside. 2:46 left in the game.
He's having a big game on the glass. Great hustle.
The last shot good by Ellis. Passes it to Thomas. Gets the bucket.
He's got a great touch from mid-range, Kev. His height makes it a tough shot to defend, too.
Takes it up. Tipped away, but it's recovered by Knight. Goes up. Down it goes. Nice finger roll.
Took it hard to the rack and laid it in softly. Beautiful, Kevin. Beautiful.
Harrington takes a three. Buries it.
Put a fork in him, Kev. This game's a wrap.
Thornton inbounds the ball.
Spread it out. Stay in.
Right side. Here's Davis. The bank shot won't fall. Harrington tosses it up court. Leads him in.
Talk about bad form. That's some ugly stuff right there.
That last 10-footer was canned by Ellis.
Get the perimeter.
Passes it to Thornton. Rips the cord.
The defense was a little slow to set it up, and they got caught napping.
For three. Canned by Ellis.
Boy, no answer for the three-point shot this half. They've dominated from out there.
Crosses it over. Dangerous pass. Thomas gets it right wing. That last shot made from 19 feet. The Warriors should slow it down here and use some clock.
Thomas is in the zone right now, Kevin. He's scoring at will.
The last tray was cashed in by Harrington.
By yourself. Back out, baby, back out.
The bounce pass to Davis. Flipped up and in on that last layup. Biedrins inbounds the ball.
Davis got the ball down low and made the most of the opportunity. Nice finish.
Bounce pass, perimeter. Azubuike shoots the three. Count it.
It's all but over, Kevin. They're doing whatever they want out there.
To Thomas. Releases. Can't answer back with his own three. The Warriors with a nice lead.
Yeah, they're playing well. You could see the wheels spinning. He wanted to answer back with a three of his own, but he couldn't sink it. Under a minute to go, and the game is all but over.
Yasikevicius is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. Williams is back in the game after a short rest.
Motion 15. Spread it out.
The Warriors will go for the intentional foul.
Yeah, that's a head scratcher. What was that, a frustration foul? I guess the other team is pushing his button.
The Warriors are going to make some substitutions. And he splits the free throws. 15 seconds left in the fourth.
Swing it back out.
Yasikevicius dumps it off to Azubuike.
They've got this one in the bag, Kevin. Just play solid D and try to use as much clock as possible.
Intercepted by Azubuike. That's his second takeaway of the contest. The last long-range three was off the mark. The